I'm sure that some neighbors think that I'm a hoarder. You know, I know they do. People who don't know me, they're going, this guy's gotta be a hoarder. Hey guys, Mike, Golden State Picker in the garage, as you see it, as you've always seen it. But today is my day of reckoning, and that means the garage is going to start getting cleaned up. Today's Wednesday. Saturday we're having a garage sale. We are going to tackle this mess. We are going to show you with video the inside of this garage and just how bad it has gotten. We told you, I said, hey, good, bad, and ugly. Today you get to see the ugly, okay? But we're going to make progress, get it cleaned up, straightened up, and we're going to remove some stuff from eBay, and we're going to hopefully find some things that were taken down due to a cancellation or something like that that we missed via eBay, and maybe make a little bit of money, okay, from that. And then we're going to target maybe some items and readjust their price, all kinds of stuff like that. We're going to try and turn this into a money-making adventure. Obviously, we're going to sell stuff at the garage sale, but we also want to give ourselves a reward, right? So something to think about when you're doing things is give yourself some sort of reward at the end. I know this is going to be daunting for me, so my reward is I'm going to take the garage sale money and buy myself one of those new pellet barbecues. And I've got my eye on a Pit Boss. That's the one I like, is a Pit Boss. I think I'm going to get that one. So I'm going to use that as my goal, short-term thing. I'm going to get a reward. Do all of this, get the Pit Boss pellet stove. There you go. So that's how we're going to think about it. So we'll shoot some video as we go along, and you can see what's going on, and we'll talk about maybe some things, and we'll try and put together a video that will show this absolute disaster now, and then what it looks like at the end, hopefully. All right, so let's go take a look at the mess that I have created. All right, everybody, here you go. I am going to take you on a tour of this mess. Here's some of my albums, okay? I've got albums in bins. I've got them everywhere. I've got another stack inside a shed that we have alongside the house. I have all these boxes. That's my Mount Boxmore. It's an absolute nightmare. There's where I keep my CDs and stuff, okay? CDs. There is the back side of these shelves. In here is where my son's drum set is. And that's a major concern. We want to get that squared away, and we will. We're going to get it all polished back up, get it so it's a little more livable. Those boxes are going to be the biggest problem. And, you know, it's amazing, right? If you take a look, there we go. My wife's got a bike here. I don't know what to do with the bike. That's going to be tricky. Stuff up top. Come back around here. I mean, look at, charging for my cordless power tools. Now down here, we've got just a huge section back down here. More boxes, long ones I've stored. Stuff down here. This is for smalls. Yeah, guys, I did over $300,000 in combined gross sales from Amazon and eBay out of this garage. This is it. Believe me, there's nothing inside my house. This is all right here. It's all right here. And we're gonna have to tackle it. I'll give you a shot from the outside and show you what my neighbors see when the garage is rolled up. All right, this is what it looks like when the garage door is rolled up. And you can see the boxes are just the big problem right now. They're a huge problem. So those are all gonna come out first. I've got some heavy duty metal racks, so we're gonna replace some of these plastic racks here. We're gonna organize all my electronics that I've got. I don't do much clothing. There's some bins of clothing, and then we have some more stuff up over here. It's just going to be organized. It looks daunting, but I don't think it's going to be horrible, and I might go faster than I think. Believe me, inside my house is not like this, but I'm sure that some neighbors think that I'm a hoarder. I know they do. People who don't know me, they're going, this guy's got to be a hoarder. Oh, wow. All right, so we're gonna get started, and as we go along, we'll pull some stuff out and show you some things that we've bought over the years that were not good, and maybe some things we found that will be going back up on eBay. All right guys, unacceptable. Okay, after taking just the boxes out, look at this. I have no idea what I was thinking. So hey, I told you good, bad, and ugly. I'm laughing, but this is therapy as far as, hey, you got to get hit in the head sometimes, and you got to say to yourself, what are you doing? I have no idea what I was doing. So we're gonna fix the box issue, which is the biggest one. I'll give you a quick peek here. I found a Joe Thornton. I've had this for a while. It's Joe Thornton of the Sharks. Nothing fantastic, but I'll put that up on the garage sale. And then now you can see, okay, look, we're starting to take away the boxes just so we can, just look at that alone is opening this up a little bit. That's what I want to do. And I'm going to work on this side first a little bit, get all this side squared away, and just keep plugging away. We'll show you as we go along. All right, everybody. Hey, we're going to give you a quick update of how it's going. I will tell you, I'm tired. It's about 4 hours in. Doesn't look like I got a lot done. I'm going to show you the back where I'm just kind of storing stuff. And now that stuff I've got to take off of eBay. And I'll have to do that tonight or the next day and slowly make sure I get every item off eBay so I do not have an issue. There's my son's drum set. It's starting to look like we can get to it. We did get to it, but it was tight. It was tight. So I'm going to flip it around and show you a few things that I'm going to be able to list because they were not on eBay. Like I said, if somebody canceled or something and you just didn't catch it, sometimes these things sit around and there's extra money. I probably have $500 or $600 here that I know I can pretty much sell here. Okay. So that's something to keep up on, is make sure that if someone cancels or it doesn't relist automatically or that you get it up, because otherwise it just sits around. And when you got a garage full of stuff like this, it can sit around. All right. So let's flip it around and I'll show you a few things. All right, here's the pile of stuff that I found. I found a Reno-opoly brand new. It was not on there. This was a Coast Guard one. I don't know if I was going to give it to my son-in-law and he didn't want it. Brand new. This one has some comps of 75 to 100. That one has good comps at 50. Here's a Logitech Harmony 1 remote. Let's call that 40 or 50 there. Some Atari video games. Not much, but maybe 15 bucks there for the lot. Here was a bike seat that I somehow didn't list. That's about $25. Over here is a J.R. Tolkien puzzle. This puzzle will get me about 30. Okay, I almost got rid of all my puzzles. I'll show you. Right over here, guys. All of these are gonna go. These are puzzles and some games, and I've already taken them off. And this was pandemic stuff that was left over. That's about all the pandemic as far as games go. Did really well in games and puzzles when the pandemic was going on, but they have since slowed. All right, over here we've got this Yahoo bubblegum machine. The problem I had was I forgot to reshoot. I had this piece, okay, I had this top piece, and I filmed it without it, and I think that was hurting it. So I'm gonna redo it, and I think I'm gonna get 50 for that now. So hopefully get 50. This one just did not show up, and I think that's about 25 or 30. Some unique vans that weren't on there. Alien vans, size 9s, and those should go for, I think, about 50 at least, maybe more. I'll have to double check. And then out of my personal collection, you know, sometimes you gotta let it go. Just some old newspapers of the 49ers wins, okay? And I'm just gonna lot them up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lot them up and sell them, and I don't know what I'm gonna get for them, but I just don't need them, and I'm gonna sell those. So that's what we've kind of found so far. There's a couple other things. If I get to them, I'll show you. But there is money in your garage. Right here, I think there's at least, let's just say $400 or $500 right here. So yeah, found some money. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, long day, end of day one. Now, this doesn't mean it's gonna look like this. This is just, I had to put some stuff back in here, readjusting tomorrow. I still have 2 days. I have Thursday and Friday. Just giving you a better idea of what we're doing. Move my CD stuff over. Racks are gonna be all reorganized, that kind of thing. Wow, over here still, this is still a little bit of a mess. I'm gonna come and fix that. Down here, it's still rough. It's still rough, but I got everything out that I want to sell at the garage sale. I put in my big racks. I haven't done much. They're just sitting in here, so I've got much more space. I like this. I reorganized my stereo stuff a little bit better here. I have not been finding a whole lot of amplifiers, so yeah, I'm a little bit low. So there you go. Day one, and we've got 2 to go, and then the flea market on Saturday. The garage sale on Saturday. All right, guys, this is the stuff I'm going to get rid of, and this is just put back here. I got to put it somewhere. You look at this. I mean, I am getting rid of a lot of stuff. Just a ton of stuff. And I have yet to take anything on the table over. Still needs to be taken off of eBay. So that's the hardest part. But this is, I just put it over here. Everything over here on the left, on that left side, is already done. Now it's just a matter of taking this stuff off of eBay, and then Saturday just pull it all out front. I will have nothing left. I will give it away at $1, then I will give it away as free. It is going to all be gone. It will not go back into my garage. Hey everyone, Mike, and I'm back to show you an update. Today's Friday, one more day and we have the garage sale. The garage is coming along. It's almost done. I will show you a tour of it afterwards. I gave you the before, then I'll give you the after. Garnered a lot more room. I think I solved my book problem. I hope I solved that issue. We have not solved that issue right there, and that issue is not going away anytime soon. That's the box pile, right? How do we get rid of the box pile? Not sure yet, but a lot of it's going to go. That is just my fault 100%. I have no idea what I was thinking. None. You got to own them sometimes, and I'm owning that one big time, okay? I'll show you the side of the yard, how it stands now, and why I'm glad my wife is out of town, because this would not be good. And but by Sunday, excuse me, by Sunday, it'll all be taken care of. All right, so let's go take a look at the side yard and see what we got. All right, guys, be patient. It's a mess, okay? Yes, it's a mess, but it's only one more day. Now, I took some of my model airplanes. I had them all on racks, and I had to move them all down on the ground for a day or two. I've sold a lot of model airplanes, and I'm going to sell some of these. There's a lot of them that are good that I'm going to be pushing into the back to hold on to. But I've already put together some of those. This is just stuff. You know, take a look at some of the stuff. I'm going to go over it. I can't believe I bought something like that plastic hat. Excuse me. You know, look at this. Didn't sell. Baldwin hardware. It's a dummy handle. It's just been around forever. Some Revereware. We've got one set that we put together that we're selling. A little ice machine. Some cowboy boots that I don't want to particularly keep or try to sell. Over here, more Baldwin hardware. A ton of puzzles. Puzzles were hot, as we said, during the pandemic. Not anymore. Over here we've got sewing machine in there, some Matchbox types cars. I'm gonna get rid of one child's violin, some Beats by Dre. So I have so many headphones, some other stuff, some plastic pumpkins. Here's a Joe Thornton Leroy Neiman. It's signed but no COA. I'm gonna try and sell the bike. Yep, I'm gonna see if I can get the bike. I decided I'm gonna get a newer one. So I thought about keeping this one, but I'm gonna let that one go. You'll see I got some more. Just stuff everywhere. This is, hey, you know, this is being honest, right? You gotta do this. You gotta clean out. You gotta get rid of stuff. There's some of that now back over here. You're gonna see my shed. You'll see that is gonna be the new studio. But over here I got bikes. And these sawhorses are gonna have signs on them for the garage sale. They'll be the main signs. And some more bicycles. Yep, I haven't been able to sell the Peugeot. So I put an ad up. We're gonna see if we can get rid of that. All right, guys, there we go. We got to get this place cleaned up. Hey everybody, Mike, and we're in the garage. It's over. The garage sale's over. I've put the garage back in somewhat of an order. We're gonna take a look at that here. So you can compare the beginning to the end, all that kind of stuff. There's a few things I've got to make adjustments for, and I've got to still deal with the boxes, even though I've thrown half of the boxes away. It's a problem, and I'm always going to have to deal with just the boxes, period. And I keep trying to figure it out. Doesn't seem to work for me, but it's okay. I always get by, and I'm just going to have to skinny down on the box situation, and I have easy access to them. Just make sure that I pick up boxes that count. That's the key. It's almost like, don't pick up a box if you don't need a box. You know, don't buy just to buy. Same thing for me when it comes to boxes. I need to stay away from them. They seem to be my kryptonite right now. So anyhow, I'm gonna flip it around and we will take a look inside. Real quick, the garage sale, it did about $1,100. So about $1,100. There's no footage, I can't do that. There were so many people. Literally every item went. I went from normal pricing kind of thing, then to the end to $1 for everything, and then a free pile. And I'll put a picture up of what was completely left, which that's what I love. It's like, you know what, if you do it right and you just want to get rid of it, that's the key. No emotional attachment to any of this stuff, because hey, it's a business and you got to make it a business. And you make mistakes, make as much as you can, move on to the next phase. All right, let's flip it around and take a look. All right, guys, here's the box pile. This is my issue, and I still have to deal with it, and that's what today is about. It's cool in the morning, and I'm gonna deal with that. I've given away half. Not given away. I took it to the recycle area, and I got rid of a bunch of that. Biggest problem. So we'll go ahead with that. And then if you take a look over here, there it is. See, all gone. I got a set of Harley pipes that didn't sell. I'm gonna put them back online, but you can see that whole pile is now gone. So let's take a step back. This is what the garage looks like. Gotta get the glare. Looks like now. We'll talk about it as I walk through. A few adjustments. This is about the extent of my major clothing. It's in there. There are 4 bins of clothing. I don't do a whole lot of clothing. I got these big metal racks from somebody, and I paid $50. They're U-line, so they're really well made. I paid $50 each. I ended up getting 6 of those, and 4 are in the garage. 2 are on the side of my shed where I store some books, sets, and lots in some bins. Back over here, this is pretty much where the boxes are gonna go. I think I'm gonna have to flatten them. But metal racks. Now I was able to move this out. This was driving me crazy. Now I'm gonna correct this. This is just all the stuff piled on top. So that'll be all taken care of in the next day or two. But this was my toolbox, and it was getting buried. So I put it out front so now I can get to it, and I'll show you where it was and what's going there now. In here now, you can see there's my son's drum set. Yeah, this is it. There it is. He needs to clean it. We're gonna clean it. It's pretty dusty, so that's the next phase. My CDs, a lot of my mini Japanese LPs, CDs right there. Just a portion of my record collection, okay? And there's some behind here, and now I have a small shed on the side. I have about 3,000 now, I think, is what I have on albums. I do not really sell my albums. I hold on to them. I peel off some that are duplicates and stuff. That is what I consider my investment for 5-10 years from now, that kind of thing. I love vinyl records. Look at all the space. I still garnered some space by just making some adjustments. Some flat boxes that I bought. Just stacking stuff, right? There's the games all stacked up in there. Come down here. Just stuff here. So it kind of encages the drum set here. All right. Now, if you've watched my videos, you always watch behind me, right? And I kind of came over here and corrected this a little bit. So this is the view that you will see. It's kind of zoomed in with this video, but it's a little better. You know, it's just better, a little cleaner. I might drop a banner down there because I'm going to do some videos from here and some from the shed. I'll just give you a peek of the shed. A recycle bin for us. Spin it around. Clothing, there you go. Some of my clothing just hangs here. Wife has a little bit more clothing space. There's my workstation. That's where I stand and do my videos, and that is where I package everything. One thing I just decided to do, I'll tell you guys, invest in a good scale.
I was just fretting with this one particular scale. Now I went to the same company, but an upgraded one. And this one here is a 200-pound rated scale. I love this. It's Actec. I'll try and put a link in the video for that, but that's like, I think it was 35 bucks. I'm telling you, because I do a lot of books. That is absolutely perfect. Perfect for me. Some more space here. Washer and dryer. Used to always work on the washer and dryer. I pre-box a lot of stuff. A lot of boxes for books and stuff like that are all pre-boxed. So you've got some here. Well, let me show you. So what I mean by pre-boxing, you can see the boxes right there. Those are all pre-boxed like book sets and stuff that if you do storage like that, you don't have to worry about it. It's easy to store. Look at one tall column. So yeah, I do pre-box. And the bike will still go here. Still haven't figured out the bike situation, but I will. Hey, look, I can actually see through. Now, over here's a little bit more of a mess. Some more clothing like jerseys and stuff like that. My golf clubs are over here. More spacious, more racks. You see more racks? And just, you know, just stuff. This is for smalls, that tall. And remember, you know, I'm running a business out of here, right? So I don't need a lot of space. I got to just be able to get through here. This is all the electronics now have been stacked up on these metal racks, which is a little more stable than those older ones. I'm going to show you one more thing. I'm backing out here. So like I said, you got to remember, this is it. I do not have anything in my house. Nothing. Zero inside my house. It all is in here. And last year I did between Amazon and eBay, 300,000 in gross sales. Okay. So you do not need a lot of space to make this work. You just don't. Coming back around here, and this is my thing that I had to figure out. And this is the books. Okay. The books were in bins, and I would leave them in bins, and it was just becoming a real pain. And I thought about it. You know, this is the great thing about being creative and coming through a process like this, is you're constantly thinking. That's what I was doing, constantly thinking, how can I make the books? What can I do with the books? Dawned on me, this was where the book thing was, right here. Took that out, put it over here. I put it over here, and then I said, let's put the rack, because it's on wheels, and that will enable me, if I have to move it out, okay? And then I could get into something like that. And now I stack the books. Look at this. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 surfaces. This is all the books here. I have 3 bins in the house that I'm getting ready to do. This is all the books I have right now because I'm constantly putting them up. I'll never fill this up, I don't think. If I fill this up, then I got a problem. And now my book problem is solved. They are literally on these racks here. I come out, grab a stack, do them for Amazon, and I'm not trying to be $1 million Amazon bookseller. Let me put it that way. But I want to show you one book, show you the key. Hey, if you want to do books, look at this. Bloodlines of the Illuminati. Pick this one up at that garage sale. I'm going to put the value of this book, what this book is going to sell for. I'm going to net about $186 off of that book. And this rack right here, this little stack right here, I believe is about a net profit of $1,500 to $2,000 easy just on that one shelf. So you can see why I like doing books. All right, let's go down the side yard. Okay, you remember all the cardboard was lined up down here, and then you had, remember, probably gonna be a little bright, this whole thing was just full of stuff. I have a few things left over here that I'm just dealing with. That Big Eagle's a friend's. It's gonna go back to him. My grow tubes, but you can see, I really tell you, I do not have anything in that garage, anything outside that garage. This is my backyard. If you saw the picture before, everything was staged out here. This is the area. And if you come back around here, you'll see there's my shed, okay? And that shed is going to be for part of my Golden State Picker YouTube and my new channel. I've been working on doing some things in it. Finally getting the books out because there were some books in there and that was causing me some problems. And once I get in there, I hope to do some different content and do some different stuff for the Golden State Picker, and it should be pretty cool. So there you go, guys. Hey, I did it. I took 4 days. I feel great. I feel great. Now I'm off to go get that Pit Boss barbecue that I promised myself. That is a big key. Reward yourself. Reward yourself. Don't cheat. Go get it. You said you were going to do it, and that's what I'm going to go do. All right. Thanks, guys. All right, everybody. Hey, like I said, garage sale done. Went and got my Pit Boss. Got some pellets, a cover, and a new toolbox, which we're going to make a video about. A picker's toolbox, and I got an upgraded toolbox. I just needed it, and we'll talk about that too. So there it is. Hey, treat yourself sometimes, and I treated myself to a nice Pit Boss.